I got a notification on my phone this morning. My package is going to arrive today. I'm thinking to myself, what package? After thinking about it for a while, it was a couple of months ago I ordered a package. What it was is it's parts from a little chainsaw. My little extremely old McCulloch chainsaw. I made a video about it and I tried to start it and it had spark. It wouldn't start. So I ordered a carb kit and I'm going to quickly throw that carb kit in. I'm not really going to rebuild the carb. I'm just going to change the gaskets, and there's this little diaphragm in there and I think the diaphragm is the problem. As far as rebuilding the carb, all it is a matter of changing. You take 4 screws out and you change some gaskets. You just put them in where the other ones were and clean it up. I just spray some crap in there and clean it up, and that's about it. Yeah, so let's go do that now. After removing the 6 flathead screws, this should just slide off now. Flathead screws. They've been around for a long time. Actually since the 1700s, I believe. Okay, the cover comes off. This here is the fuel tank, which is part of the cover. That little thing there, this thing right here slides into a tube sticking out of the carburetor. And that's how it gets the fuel supply. Okay, so we don't need this for a while. Oh, we do. We're going to use it to put our parts in because we're organized around here. Okay, what do we have? We have 1 spring falling on the ground because I didn't put it where I said I was going to. Oh. Okay. I don't know a lot about these things. I'm saying that now. I do know that, however, is the carburetor. And this is our, it's our mass airflow intake for the air. It's a plastic tube that has to be pried off. It should be simple to do. So this isn't a how-to video, this is a how I do. I'm just making this video just to see if a regular person can take one of these apart and make it work. There's some good videos on the internet, on YouTube. I think the best one I found, it's a guy named Brian Gray. I'll put a link to his video. Well, he's got many on McCulloch. I'll put a link to his channel, or to his video, and then that'll take you right to his channel. Now there's 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. 2 holding the coil on as well. These screws will have a washer and a little, appears to be nylon insulator, which looks like another washer. The middle screw that I'm taking out right now also has a ground wire for the coil. You hear that? Yeah, I think my parts are here. Let's just go grab those parts. Okay, where is that package? I know I heard him coming. Oh, right. Airmail. Better late than never. It's not a wonder why it took so long. The linkage, it's a little tiny rod and it has a 90-degree bend on it. So it bends 90 degrees. What you gotta do is try to get the carburetor to turn sideways. Okay, so after playing with it for a great deal of time, this little hole here is where the little rod goes through. And basically you just got to twist the carburetor until you can kind of get it to come out. And it should just pop out. There's nothing actually holding it in. I'm pretty much positive that there is guys out there that could do it a lot easier than me. Okay, so this thing is tiny. So as you see, probably the fuel dripping tells me that fuel was getting inside this thing. Okay, what we have in here is a little teeter-totter, we'll call it. It's for the needle valve. Yeah, I'll find a smaller screwdriver and we'll pull this needle valve out and have a look at it. I believe there's going to be a spring, and that we don't want to fly away. Well, this needle valve, it looks pretty awesome. In this kit comes a brand new needle valve, so I might as well use it. Now these kits, it comes from China. That you don't have really, I don't think you have a choice. It's a little bit higher. It has this top thing on it. Some say this gasket should be down here first. And some say it shouldn't. Okay, this has got to be correct. It's good to use one of these things. I think it's called an awl. But it's good to use this to center your gaskets. I couldn't have used the old gaskets to find out where these new ones go because there was nothing left of the old ones. Well, two of them here were still kind of legible. I don't know. Okay, I'm left with one needle valve that would not work. I gotta put a stop to this now. Have you ever watched a really long, dumb movie just because you wanted to see the end? And then it turns out the end was just as lame as the movie. Well, you just did it again. Okay, I got it all back together. It was dark out, so I didn't film going outside and pulling the cord. I think I pulled it like 3 times, and well, this happened. Sputtered a bit and then this happened. But not only this happened, this also happened. This is the recoil for the cord. It's spring steel. It's supposed to have a little curve here and it broke at the end. So, needless to say, I gotta find one of these. And the reason I'm continuing with the video is because I think somebody might end up watching this video that can steer me in the right direction to find one of these. They're different. The ones I can find on the internet are all slightly different than this. So I might have to get one of these and the actual spool that the cord wraps up onto. I'll see if I can get a close-up of this spool to show you why I need a new spool as well. Okay, now this is the spool here. I can't find any videos even on rewrapping this thing. I've kind of figured out how to do it, but there's nothing on the internet with this. See, this is a unpainted steel one. Actually, it's like, feels like it might be cast something. Okay, so looking at the back side of this, there's a tiny slot right here, and it bends a little bit, you can see. So this spring that has to go inside of it, this needs a bend right here to fit that exact same bend that has. Well, you can't bend this. As soon as you try to bend it, it just snaps because it's spring steel. All the ones I've seen available online have a loop here. And this has a different design on the ones online. They don't have this little slot like this. So, not really sure what to do. So if you know anything about these things, it would be cool if you could leave a comment and maybe steer me in the right direction for this. So for now, I've got a pile of junk here. I'll have to finish this video once I find some parts for this. Who knows? Maybe finishing the video will be me squishing the chainsaw with the excavator. See how flat I can make it. No, I don't do that sort of thing. It's a cool little saw. It just very difficult to find parts for. So if you watched this far, thanks for watching.